for our session, I brought Bella with. I've got Bella with, obviously, and then I've got Spry with. And I've been thinking about it. You know, I feel like we've hit a little bit, kind of running into another one of these little roadblocks, little bumps in the road. Probably at no fault of hers, more on me. And I go through these recognitions where I go, you know what, I'm doing this, or I'm doing that, or I'm expecting this. I think one of the things right now is I have very high expectations, probably a little ambitious with some of the stuff I'm trying to do. Trying to almost, I'm not training her the way I normally would. I'm more training for the camera as far as the sessions go. Let's show a formal session of working on this. Let's show a formal session of developing this. And quite honestly, I don't know that it works that way. I think it's way more often where it just, you learn a little bit and then you go apply it. It's not very good. You polish it up. It starts to click. Light bulbs go on. You take another step forward, and then you maybe try to learn something new and apply it. And it's all these little baby steps connected together that equal all of a sudden progress. And so I think since hold conditioning, I've been more set on the idea of let's go through a very clinical step-by-step process of handling. And it's just not working as well as I had hoped it to. She's got a lot of little parts to it though. And so one of the things today we're going to do is it's going to be very much more like what I would call a normal session for me, which now I brought another dog with. It's Spry. She'll make plenty of mistakes. She's our youngest dog and probably gets worked the least. She's our daughter's dog, and our daughter does all kinds of stuff with her that I would never do with my own dogs, personally. But you know what? It's my daughter's dog, and if she wants to have fun with her, that's fine. So it creates maybe a little bit of challenge in some of the training stuff that we're doing. I'll hunt her this fall. She's a great little hunter. Hunted her last year for the first real serious season, and she just shined. She's fantastic. I love her. A lot of fun. And so when I say the word fun, I also thought about, this is one of the things I thought about in the last 24 hours since we filmed. I got to figure out how to get back into having some fun with this. You know, I'm putting too much pressure on myself, and all of a sudden it's not fun. And one of the things that just sticks out to me oftentimes is when it comes to Bella, where she came from. Her sire, dog named Bailey, is owned by a guy named David Latham, and David Latham and I have messaged quite a bit, and we're actually doing a little bit of business together right now. But he told me one of the primary reasons I'm enjoying her the way I am is because he said, Jeremy, you're having fun. And if you're having fun, it's a lot easier to enjoy it. When you enjoy it, it goes better. When it goes better, it's more fun. It's a very, very one feeds the other type thing. So today I'm going to show you a little bit more of like a session that I would do normally. Now I've got both these dogs on lead, and the reason I do is because I took them for a walk this morning on Instagram. If you follow us on Instagram, you will have seen it. I took these two for a walk with all of our dogs, and we've got a little puppy in right now, puppy sitting, and I took them all for a walk, and I put these two on lead because I don't remember the last time I put both these dogs on lead. It's been a long time. And so I talked about, you know, both these dogs are on lead, and it's because I want to make sure that we get some quality heel work out of them. And there's no shame in taking a step back with a dog. You know, I've been healing them off lead for a long time. It just got a little sloppy. So I simply slip the lead on, and things get a lot cleaner. And so this session, I'll piggyback off that. I'll build off of it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start out here. Sit. And I'll go through. This is a change. I'm going to film this more like I would do a session without the camera. So when I pitch those dummies back, they fell in the tall grass, and it defeats the purpose of this mode trail. This mode trail is so that they can see it when I spin them around. Yeah. I'm working with Bella with another dog because I think it's just real good practice for Bella to work with another dog. But B, I think there's a chance for her to increase a little bit of her excitement. I think she's been getting a little bit monotonous and bored with training. Now, watch the difference in Bella and Spry. These are two dramatically different personalities, especially when it comes to this training. Spry doesn't get much of this training. Like I said, I don't do a lot with her. Nowhere near the amount of work that I put into Bella right now. And so Spry actually is like, this is a treat for her to come out here and do this, where you'll see the difference when I go to spin around. Tell me who you think is more excited to go on this retrieve. Heel. Bella is much more interested in hunting in the weeds. Probably catches wind of something out there right now. Now, pay attention to their eyes. It's the third time she's looked up to me, Spry. Bella's nose is up and easy, easy, good, easy, good. See how Spry comes out of that lead a lot hotter than Bella. Bella's just used to it. Bella's become kind of kind of just whatever. Where Spry's intensity right now, look at the difference in these two dogs. Now I'm getting nice eyes from Bella. Good. Spry, heel, sit. Spry, go back. Go back. Go back. Good girl. Good girl. Here. Right here. Good. Good. Sit. Good. Did. Sit. Spry here. Spry. Spry. Sit. Good. Spry. Just mix it up a little bit by walking back, letting her run past Bella. You see her a little bit of hesitation. She can't quite see that dummy. Good girl. Come on. Another chance for her to run past Bella. A little bit of temptation for her. Good girl. Come on. Here. Good girl. Sit. Right here. Right here. Sit. Good. 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 Did. Good. Good. Now the one thing about this session that you're going to notice is it's going to be boring for you. Sorry, I'm letting the cat out of the bag here. It's going to be a longer, boringer session, which is going to be exactly what we normally do. That's the other reason why I think I'm running into issues a little bit with some of the stuff I'm looking to do with Bella is I'm not doing it the way I normally would do it. I'm doing it to make it convenient for the viewer. Well, people don't like to watch long YouTube videos, so we got to keep these short. It takes a little more time, so we got to keep them short. So most of the time I wouldn't do this session like this in the morning. Instead I would do it in the evening. I like to get, it's, you know, or real early in the morning. Like it's about 9 o'clock right now and it's about 10 to 15 degrees warmer than when I took them for their walk this morning. This morning would have been a much better time to work with them. See, each one of them a step ahead. It's unacceptable. It's why I got these leads on, and we're gonna make a point of this session fixing that. So I turn into her, see if she doesn't wake up to that. Come on, come on. Good. There's nice position. Shoulder almost ear to my leg. There's a half step in front. Intensity in Bella right now because, man, she's smelling and seeing, and something we're gonna have to work through. Watch. Yeah. We're just going to walk around these beans. I'm going to send them back through the beans, but I don't want to walk through them, and I don't want to, this isn't going to become a trailing memory. It's going to turn into a little bit of a loop out into this clover. We'll come back. I'm actually going to set this up as a double for them. So I've got two dummies out. Good. Bella's doing a real nice job healing. Spry's actually the one that is that half step out right now. This will act as a diversion. I'm picking rocks. Did this yesterday a little bit. Now if they are drawn to that and break away to decide they want to go hunt for a rock, what are they going to find? No reward, chance for me to correct them and tell them get out of there. Now we kind of get back on this trail here. Watch. No heel. We'll know him off of that one. Bring him back. I think we're going to send Bella this time. She's done a nice little job here. I'm going to prep each one so that I could send them. So I'm going to take the lead off of both of them. Good. Bella. Bella, heel. Bella, heel. Sit. Good. Watch. See your head go right that way. Heel. Come on. Heel. Watch. Watch. Bella, go back. Good. Good girl. Good girl. Nice push through those beans. Good girl. Very good. There. Good girl. Come on. Come on. Hold. Hold. Good. Right here. Right here. Right here. Good dog. Good dog. Did. Here's where there's been a little issue in the past with going back to the same spot. Come on. Sit. Watch. Watch. Bella, go back. Go back. There's the breakdown. Go back. Go back. Go back. Good. Go back. Good. Go back. Go back. Good girl. Very good. Now she's a little short. She's going to the bathroom. Which is a mistake on my part for not having her aired out. I'm going to let her work it out though. So her memory is, she does not have memory of that bird. Good. Go back. Go back. Good. Lost. Good girl. That's a good dog. Come on. Good girl. Very good. Right here. Good. Hold. Hold. Very nice. Good dog. Good dog. Good dog. Did. Good. Good. Now, did she remember both birds? No. Did she stop to the whistle and take a back cast? Twice, nicely. Was there a little hesitation? Yes. Did she get it? Yes. Does it tell me that she understands the skill? Kind of. I mean, those are all real positive things. But they're this is just this is way different than what we were doing in the yard with a simple recall the whistle, stop, go back. We had to do that to start out with, because there's no way we can do this to start. But now we're putting it into some more realistic training, and it's becoming a little more exciting for her. Did I like that she didn't remember to go back to the second spot? No, I don't like that. Ideally, I don't want to have to handle her back at that breakdown spot, but that's the breakdown spot that I said this is tough for some dogs to get through. The first one, no problem, she remembered it. Second one, broke down. Stopped her, sent her back. She took the cast to go through that drag of those beans. Got out there, probably had other things on her mind, obviously, aired out, and then started to hunt short. Didn't quite push into the cover is what the problem was. She got right to the end of the trail, and the dummies were up in the cover. So she didn't push in. So broke down that hunt a little bit, stopped at a whistle at the longest we probably stopped her. I mean, that's 100 yards. Stopped her, Sent her back. She took a real nice cast. Went in, found the dummy, light bulb went on. Oh yeah, there's the second one. Boom, brought it back. Nice delivery. So, really nice. Heel. Sit. Sit. Good. Very similar to what we did with Spry, having Spry run past Bella. Now Bella's got to run past Spry. Will she remember these dummies? I doubt it. Are they nice and short? Yeah. So can we get some success here? Can we get her to focus? She's, you know, she's hot right now. She's distracted. She wants to chew a little grass. Heel. Heel. Come on. Heel. Right here. Right here. Bella. Sit. Watch. Bella. Lost. Good girl. And now she does, and she remembered that dummy. Good. Sit. Sit. Good. Very good. Very good. Did. Good. Spry, heel. Spry. Run past Bella. Good. Come on. Come on. Good girl. Come past Bella. Very good. Good girls. I can tell you already that this is a more beneficial and more successful session than you've seen the last several episodes. And it's because I'm doing it more normal, the way I would do a more normal session, with the exception of I do have to teach her the skill. So the skill has to come in that yard. The skill has to come with a little formal left and right simplistic stuff to understand the concept. But then the way they truly, with her, the way she truly gains the knowledge and lets it sink in is by coming out here and applying it a little bit and realizing how strong or weak it is. But with a normal, I have some dogs that do that stuff in the yard, and that's what they thrive on. That they love doing it. It's fun for them. It's exciting for them. There's no issue with them getting flat like Bella. Bella's getting flat. So we're just gonna adjust to Bella's training a little bit. Sit down. Heel. Gonna work our way around here. And I think what's interesting is, part of the reason I wanted to show this too was, like I said, this session will get a little bit longer. If it were cooler, I'd feel a little better about it, because it's a little warm right now. But we're just taking our time. And one of the reasons I wanted to show this was I watched a video today. Ben watched it with me. A guy sent in a video yesterday, actually, we watched it. Super fast paced. Great little dog he's got. Real nice. Too young for what he's trying to do with it. And then he's running into issues and he's getting frustrated. That's the reason. But he's way too fast with everything he does. And so I got nervous watching it. I can only imagine what his dog feels like being a part of it. And today he sent me a video, and I don't know if he sent it to me just so I could see it or what, but I have no idea why he sent it to me. But it's him shooting a dummy launcher for the dog. The dog's in heel position. The dog creeps every time he shoots. So that's, to me, one of the first things I would probably change. I wouldn't keep, but in 5 minutes he made 8 retrieves with a dummy launcher. 5 minutes. And he's shooting at 75 to 100 yards. So imagine the pace that you have to get that done. So I messaged him back and I said, last night I worked for 45 minutes with my dogs. They each got 2 retrieves. There's no value in how much you can get done. It's not a race to see how many retrieves you can make a minute. And I just don't think it's beneficial to the dog. It creates a little bit of an antsiness in the dog, because there's a complete antsiness in the handler. So we're just taking a little walk. And this is going to turn into a really valuable session for both these dogs. They'll both get a lot out of it. It also gives me a really good chance to assess some weaknesses, some strengths and some weaknesses. What are we doing well? What are we not doing well? Those are the things that we'll go back into yard work sessions to specifically work on. I mean, right now I'm not super impressed with her heel work. It probably could take a little bit of work on the driveway with some squares. That would probably help shape up this heel work a little bit. Okay, Ben's back. He ran out of battery, so worked out actually pretty good for us. We stood here for 5-10 minutes. Ben's huffing and puffing, but that's okay. He was sweating in there, a little nervous. So all we did was stand here, and I do that a lot, especially if the bugs aren't terrible. So and when you look at it this way too, it's very much closer to what you're doing when you're hunting. I've never gone to a place that's just constant action. If you have it, invite me, because I'll come. It's never constant action. There's a lot of downtime, more downtime than action. And these dogs start to think, if all we do is train with high action and high energy, and they start to think that's what they need to maintain out in the field. I need them to maintain high energy when we're asking them to do something and shut off when we're not. It's just practical. It's real practical. So Ben, I'm going to have you go back behind me. I'm going to pitch a dummy. So I pitched a dummy out there. I don't know if the camera dead when that happened? I pitched a dummy out to the right before the camera died. Here's the second dummy. Most recent one. Heel. Sit. Sit. Little drill on taking leads on and off. Nicely done by both. Neither yanked their head out. And look at the difference in intensity right now between them. Spry's all business. Bella, meh. Spry heel. I'm just going to set Spry up back here to watch. Now, I'm going to intentionally send her that way because she's facing the other way. And it's just, if it were the opposite, I'd do the opposite. She just gave me a nice look at that dummy. Get out. Good girl. Good dog. Come on. Good girl. Very nice. Hold. Good girl. Good girl. Did. Good dog. That little one shot, her focus was great. Her eyes were great. That was a valuable one. Spry, come here. Spry. Sit. Now, Spry's a little older, a little more experienced, been through this a little bit more. Bella, heel. I want to put her behind me. I want to help her out. I don't want to handle her with her sitting here. She sees that. She's tempted to break when I start handling, and why wouldn't she? I want her to do that, so don't set her up for that. I'll never send a dog when they're behind me, facing the opposite direction of them. So she should not confuse this. But look at the intensity on Spry. Spry is a gamer. She loves to do this. So she can't hardly handle herself right now. We're going to do the exact same thing with her. I'm going to handle her out to the left. Get out. Good girl. Good girl. Right here. And the value in the return is that one sits right there. No problem. No problem. Good. Bella, heel. Bella, heel. A lot more attention. Like, we're getting a lot more focus out of Bella. She's a little more dialed in. Now I've got that dummy to the right. So what we're going to do is just turn that into an opportunity to go back. Then I'm going to send them back that way. If you want to stay that, or if you want to come with me and film from behind, it's up to you. Now this becomes a memory. Or if it's forgotten, it's a blind. Sit. Bella. Because she's not going to be able to see it. Sit, Spry. Bella. Bella. Bella, sit. Now, will she remember it? Probably. Bella. Good girl. Good dog. Very nice. Here. 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 Right here. Good. Good girl. Did. Very good. And what I liked about it, that setup there was, in particular, sit. Well, she had to run past the turn. So if she hadn't remembered it, could she have been tempted to run to the right? Yeah, she could have. I do think she remembered it, because when I turned around to line her, I do think you could kind of see it in her ears. I think she had memory on it, which is good. Why not? That's real positive. Yeah. I'm going to slip, if I can, I'm going to slip one here without Spry seeing, so she didn't see that one. She saw me take it out of my bag, but I don't think she saw it get pitched behind me. Her eyes were pretty tight on me. So this is going to be a little test for Spry. A little unseen, back down the lane, trusting me that there's something to hunt for. And how you know, does she know how far to go? No. So we're going to hope she keeps running until she either gets to the dummy, smells it, sees it, or I stop her. If she doesn't run hard, I'll help her. Sit. Tons of intensity in her. Look at her tail. This is when that head likes to get pulled out. Good. So we make a point of slowing down to take that lead off. Spry. Good girl. Good girl. Very nice. Right here. Did everything perfect there for me, which was really good. Nice little confidence boost in her. So she ran hard. I think she thought the memory was that one that Bella picked up. I think she thought we were sending her back for that one. She went around that corner hard, ran right over the dummy, thought that she had an idea of where it was, stopped to the whistle, out of sight, recalled, came in, and you could tell the way she looks at me intensely, tail's just going, but she's under control, and she's looking for help at that point, because I said stop. When I say stop, she's going, what do you want me to do? So she was looking for help at that stop whistle. I gave her I let her pause a little bit. Ben actually adjusted with the camera. I heard him, so I waited till he stopped moving, and then I just gave her that nice little soft hunt whistle. She worked that area, boom. Real good practical application of some of the stuff we're going to look for if we're out in the woods with these guys. Real controlled. And so, again, like I said earlier, this isn't where you're going to teach new skills, but this is where some of those new skills that we've been working on are going to come together and start making sense. They're going to start piecing together. There's just a huge difference from in that shade to this sun here, which is another reason why, you know, working in those fields right now is just, it's not real wise. It's just not going to work very well. It's going to burn them out real quick. So in this little session, that's about it. I probably can wrap it up right here. We're coming back up under the back of the house. Made a nice little loop, built in some very realistic some training opportunities to apply some skills. Now we're back under control, back to put them up. When I say put them up, I mean put them into their kennel. Someone asked me, when you say put them up, does that mean you leave them in the kennel all day? No. It means I put them in there at least for 20 minutes. 20 to 30 minutes, and I let it kind of sink in. Then we're on with our day, whether it be bringing them to the shop, bringing them wherever we're going, putting them in the kennel, jumping in the truck, whatever is going on. But these dogs do not just work or go in a kennel. They're family dogs. So they're doing family stuff with us almost all the time. Sometimes that means on place, sometimes it means in your kennel, sometimes it means in the truck, sometimes it just depends. So that's why I put such an emphasis on the ability to do everything with them, and I also put the emphasis on using that time to get good lessons, get valuable stuff out of this. I go for a walk and check my food plots. I could have checked my trail cameras. I walked by 4 trail cameras. I could have checked all those and gotten a training session in at the exact same time without taking, I'm going to check the cameras anyway, might as well get something positive out of it with the dogs. So those are just tons and tons of opportunities that if you don't plan it out to utilize them, they're wasted. I'm very happy with the session. I'm really glad you guys got to see it, because it's more realistic, and it's more what I should be doing and sharing with you as much as possible. The formal stuff you have to have too. You can't skip that. She can't learn new skills doing this. She can apply them. Yeah.
Drive home, and I'm damned if I do, and I'm damned